Hi. Hello one, hello all. Welcome to this edition of Show Business Matinee. Normally the matinee shows are uh, um, reduced. Usually it's about half, one or two of us. But today I told the crew to take the week off. Um, Frankly, I'm not having the greatest of head days, and really didn't want to do this. But fuego, as it is very very prevalent to anybody who watches, is a huge Phoenix Suns fan, and they're in the NBA Finals for the first time in a very long time. The last time they were in the finals, they were playing against Michael Jordan, I think. So. Yeah, this is kind of special for him. Let him have it. I'm a hockey fan. The Stanley Cup could be had tonight. Stanley Cup, of course, the most popular trophy in all of sports. Whether or not you think hockey is a popular sport, um, and there's an ex-Ranger or two that could probably win tonight. So that'll mean something. Gosh darn it to heck. And frankly, there's not much news. There's not much news. I mean, we took weeks off during the Roni, due to the fact that there just wasn't film news. I'll give you the rundown, which I guess you could say this is the most promising thing. If you're a fan of movie theaters, and you're one of the people that have stock in AMC, these numbers are promising. Fast 9 holding in first with 23 million. It dips by about a third on a holiday weekend. That's alarming, but the money spread, which is not alarming. Second place was The Boss Baby, which was released this weekend. Just the sequel titled Family Business, that pulled in 16 million. Another new release this weekend was The Forever Purge, pulling in 12.6 million in third. That is encouraging. Something in third place breaking double digits. But we're getting there. We're getting there, and it's starting to make sense that everything seems to be coming out in like September, October, November. I think the theater business, NATO, and studios as a whole, and studios who have vested interest in making their money at the movie theater, um, they're easing all this in. Quiet Place 2, which has been out for a while, came in fourth with 4.1 million. That is also available at home. Hitman's Wife, Hitman's the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, uh, rounds out the top five with a $3 million haul. What I was going to say about The Forever Purge is that's a movie that didn't get much play at all as far as critically speaking. Actually, come to think of it, um, I don't remember hearing a damn thing about The Boss Baby. So uh, families are going out to the movies. Kids, and by kids I mean people going to watch purge movies, are they're going. People aren't staying home anymore, which is good. Which is good for the business. Good for this show, so that we have something to cover. Um, just quick hello to everybody in the chat. Jake, Mary, Sky, Trainee, Glenn, you made it live and there's nobody here. I'm so sorry. um, Sean, how are you? Mike, how are you? Mike says, I just like the Purge movies except for the first one. Gave up on them just like Fast and the Furious. Yeah, Fast and the Furious, I'll admit I did not see. I'm not vaccinated. I'm currently going through some health issues. I'm not going to the theater for anything that isn't directed by Scorsese or anything like that. So I will stay home until something really commands my life or death appeal. But Fast 9 is all the rage in memes. I can't tell you how many times I've seen Dom Toretto holding a shotgun in various other movies screaming about family. I've had that part or element of the film sort of ruined. um, thanks memes, and my wife just is like a meth freak with memes. So of course I'm getting the repercussions, the sound, the shock waves, if you will. Um, another bit of news about Fast 9. It crossed $500 million internationally, which is a big deal. I mean, everybody else in the world. I mean, shit. Australia. There's portions of Australia that are in lockdown. The rest of the world isn't doing too good. They're still, we're not through this thing yet, and people are still watching movies. So, um, you know, money's being made. Another thing that we reported on last week that now has a figure behind it, and I have to admit I'm stunned, is the fact that the Greenland sequel, Gerard Butler was in a film called Greenland or Greenland, depending on how you must pronounce it, that had some unfortunate release timing. And as I said last week, really was inopportune in its story. It's about the end of the world, like an asteroid coming for Earth, and so it got pushed back. It got released some places theatrically, and then it got a VOD release here in the States, and STX pays $75 million to distribute and or produce the sequel to Greenland. I think those are some alcohol glasses there. Yeah, Greenland did well. Where are you going with that story? I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. But B, it did well because we were stuck home, and it was one of the very few movies that didn't feel like it was made for home. Yeah. Other movie news, sad news. We lost the director of many a film. Superman fans certainly have a love for Richard Donner. Richard Donner passed away yesterday at the age of 91. I hope to live that long. So certainly has left a mark on the film industry. Jake says, I was about to go see The Forever Purge, but just got stoned and watched Till Death instead. Pretty sure I made the right choice. Sean, must get out to see Karen opening night. Think it will be great. Laugh out loud. That's a joke, by the way. Looks like a bad Lakeview Terrace ripoff. Lakeview Terrace is It's a similar premise. The roles are reversed. Lakeview Terrace is with Samuel L. Jackson, and he's a police officer who's a neighbor, who's a little abusive of his status, and as far as the race makeup, it's inverted from what Karen is. Those of you who are interested in something to watch at home and don't want to trek out to watch a movie about family, or a movie about family, or a movie about murdering everybody on one night, or Silence, or a movie about family. There's a Netflix trilogy that's being released in 3 weeks, over the course of 3 weeks. Shit, what is the title? That is not what it's called. Something night 1994, 1976, and 1666. It is a horror-themed trilogy. I don't believe it's an anthology. I just think it has a American Horror Story. Fear Street. Thank you, Jake. Thank God the delay wasn't that bad. Fear Street 1994 is the first one that you can watch. Fear Street, Sky. Second. I've heard Cody has his review out. Cody Leach, of course, tremendous friend of the channel, Wildlife. He's giving it glowing reviews. Not that I've seen his review, but he in private he said, it's pretty good shit. So much so that I reached out to Netflix and said, "Hey, hi. I'd love to talk about it. I don't have a Netflix account. Can you Aaron, it's all right, buddy. I love you. I love the fact that you're able to stir the pot, get angry, get people angry at you, yet come back every day. That's the way it should be. I truly appreciate the fact that you're able to constantly show up. You support my channel a hell of a lot more than some people that I would say don't stir the pot. I mean, shit. You get the chat going. There's a positive in that certainly it does something for my AdSense. I think when people are talking, I know that. It's all right. It's all right. We just you guys got a little testy last night. We just tell you to go back to your corners. That's all. As long as listen, you guys can do what you want. Just don't fuck with each other. Don't call each other names. You can call me whatever you want. But I'm not gonna hate on somebody for having an opinion. Especially somebody who has an opinion, listens to the other side, and delivers and sticks around, and doesn't just storm off because they don't like what they're hearing. That's the way it should be, because the world is full of just shit that we don't want to hear. I hate to break this to you. Santa Claus is not real. Oh, we're going to lose power. Did you hear that? We have a really bad storm. James, hey, CP, enjoyed your stream last night. Looking forward to your video on the subject. I just started working on that, actually. And I have emails out that I sincerely doubt will get any sort of traction. But I'm trying to arrange an interview with a fairly prominent female Twitch streamer in that community, and I've even sent out an email to Amaranth herself to talk about how what her perspective is on what it is she does, and why she got a why it is she has to fight about things. Um, there are a couple of things that again, I'm for those of you who don't know, here's movie news. I'm producing a documentary, a straight to channel documentary about the ongoing. I don't know if it's ongoing, but recently it's become a bit of a hotbed topic over on Twitch, the video game streaming platform, also known as the everything streaming platform. There is a sub community where you can stream from a bikini if you're going to be in a hot tub at a beach near a body of water, and females have used that category and that caveat to really stretch the rules, and I think that the what's happening with that is quite fascinating, because there was all of that really volatile stuff that happened with hi all that volatile stuff that happened with Gamergate, and this has like some sort of boomerang effect to it, and it's getting the same sort of negative attention, and I want to explore it and get in the middle of it and try to be as neutral as possible. I don't know what my target is by film's end, but it's a fascinating story that the more I look into, the more I know nothing about. Is what I will say. But some fascinating things that I've discovered that, at the very least, you'll have content from me, and I'm working on it. I'm working as hard on it as something I've done in a while, because I don't need a camera to work on this. So you know what? I mean, Aaron and Jake essentially kiss and make up every stream. Yes. What do you put? Santa. I'm sorry, Trini. I'm sorry. Jake and I disagree, but I don't hate him by any means. Right. And that some people don't understand that. You guys go way back, and that I tuned in and out for last night for 4 hours. Must have been fun. We went all over the place. Cecil joined me for, I guess, what was the second half, and then we got a little bit more fun with it. I realized that I was more the comedian Charles in the second half of that stream, and less trying to get to the bottom of an issue, because you guys were no fucking help in the chat, that's for certain. No, seriously, there's a lot to pick apart here. It's funny. It's funny, not funny, haha. It's funny, interesting. Good luck hearing back from Amaranth. If the internet is correct, she's making millions doing that kind of stuff. The email's out. There's nothing else I can do. I've sent out stuff like this in the past. This is the one subject. I've had interviews with directors, stars, celebrity of different type and manner. But this one category seems to be the most difficult thing to to let somebody know. If I were female, I think it would be a lot easier for me to get this done, which I might. If I keep striking out, I might have Emily be the lead on the interview, just for the sake of, making whoever I can get to discuss this feel as comfortable as possible. If they need some sort of financial compensation, then you'll hear about it, because I don't have it. If you guys want to see me interview, insert Twitch streamer here, and their price is blank, I'm going to need to raise it. It essentially will be a crowdfunding program for a film, and I certainly will be able to have a receipt for where that is going. Hello, DMC. Thank you for your $10 New Zealand money. CP was a shock hearing the passing of Richard Donner. I really enjoyed Lethal Weapon 2. Oh, that's right, Lethal Weapon. The guy's done a lot of work. I really enjoyed Lethal Weapon 2 and 3, as well as Timeline, based on a Michael Crichton novel. He directed Timeline, huh? I didn't hate that. I'm assuming your 31 and 31 with this Inception is not happening. That's not accurate. If I can get a camera before October, well, I'm going to have. If I don't have my Canon, if I don't have something to put my lenses into by October, 31 and 31 this year will look like this. I refuse to do a 31 on 31 about 5 of my most favorite movies ever in a quality that I refuse to call perfect for myself. It's snooty. I understand that. But I do. Patrons of my channel have seen that there's a bathtub ready for the material. I just need the water. There's pieces to that video. That 31 and 31 video is it's ready. It certainly can happen if I were to get my T8i in the mail tomorrow. I could probably, if I busted my ass and then rearranged the importance of this Twitch documentary, I could probably have it done for July 31st. Never say never. It doesn't look good. I mean, I'm currently my apartment's currently listed for rent. I have no control over that. I'm applying for SSI, various other assistance. So a camera is not in the cards right now. But if something works out, it's certainly possible and probable. But as of right now, with the way things have played out, you'll probably get October's looking like this, which I don't like. That is the perfectionist in me. And not a slight against Brian, but I would like to think that Brian, the appeal of Brian's 31 on 31 videos are his long and wordy, heady descriptions of how he feels about a film. He goes on and can give you quite a bit of his head about a film. I'd like less of that. I'd like to look pretty, and I'm I'm a bit more of a substance over. No wait, wrong. He's substance. I'm style. That's it. I mean, it's no secret. Inception's my number one. If anybody who knows anything about me, Inception's one. That's it. But we'll that is not box office news. This is one of those touchy subjects with feminists. Anything that is sex related. Yeah, right. No, of course, and it has been difficult. I had a interview lined up years ago, and I did a bit of a preface, a prologue to that interview, and things went south really fast, and that whole situation became something really gross. It's really difficult to discuss because I don't know how a certain party interpreted whatever it was that I did as trolling or whatever. The only thing I could think is that the person felt that I was making their supporters look and or feel silly, and that is money for them, and they got bothered. I can get that. With DMC dropping a super chat, if somebody just came in here and I don't know, ridiculed, I'd be a little extra defend whatever the word for past tense or present tense defend. Yeah, fuck it, defensive. Hey, I got it. So the problem was it just really blew up into something that had no business being what it was, and I was labeled from there forward, and it's been difficult ever since. I also I did have a OnlyFans interview, but that was half and half. That was somebody who was making a movie. I had another interview lined up, which I will not get into. That did not happen. And to be frank, that has something to do with another reason why I want to do this documentary style subject on females on Twitch. Because the one thing I keep noticing is intoxication. And I can't help but wonder if some of them are doing it not 100% of their own courage, or if it takes something extra. Sky, I appreciate what you're saying. I'll probably talk to you when it gets closer to me doing that. I do want to make a reference to that. I don't know if I want to use names or anything, but I do want to reference that. Absolutely. When it comes to the video, the movie, what have you. But I'm not really ready to open that yet. I delivered way too much of a tease yesterday. Cecil pried quite a bit out. You being the Friday the 13th guy, what's going on with the court case with Sean Miller? Nothing. Court cases take long. I'm not Florida man. I'm not going to constantly give you news about shit that there's no real news to talk about. I will look it up. The most recent article was from January of 2021. Oh, wait, Dread Central. The ever so dependent Dread Central. Josh Milliken of Dread Central says, last week we reported the original Friday the 13th director and Sean. Excuse me. Last week we reported the original Friday the 13th director and Sean Cunningham. Yep. Nope, that is not words together proper. Last week we reported that original Friday the 13th director and Sean Cunningham and his production company Horror Inc. had launched a lawsuit against Warner Brothers and Paramount Pictures. This should not be confused with the ongoing lawsuit Cunningham is waging with original Friday screenwriter Victor Miller. Oh, so there's now another lawsuit. Forget it, Friday fans. Forget it. Larry Zerner, who's a Friday the 13th alumnus, who from Part 3, Shelley, he reported or tweeted that the suit only pertains to 2009's Friday the 13th reboot and profits. Wow. Wow. And then they give a synopsis for the fucking film. News, baby, news. So there's in short, there's nothing to report. There's nothing to report. Sean Cunningham is digging his heels in, and a matter of fact is making it more difficult and worse. For fuck's sake. Halloween's getting ready to really shine. I know those of you who are sick of Halloween. You know what? I'm not sick of Halloween. I'm sick of Halloween fans that talk about it like it's every fan base on the internet has their toxic group. I just seem to get tangled up with the toxic Halloween fans who just think that there's nothing wrong. I mean, Cody gave the fucking 2018 movie a 3.4 out of 5. And you would have thought he gave it a 0.4 out of 5. And besides that, what's the fucking problem? It's his opinion. So, I don't have respect for people who can't have an argument about a fictional piece of property. But having said that, it's going to be if you don't like hearing obnoxious Halloween fans talk about how great their movie is, I think it's going to be a long year. I think October is going to be a very, 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 very good month for them. And as somebody who is a fan of horror, it's exciting. The fact that Star Wars came back was great, and then we had to deal with all that bullshit that followed because of people that like Star Wars. But I don't know. People touchy subjects. So yeah, it is a weak time, and that's why I like people like Aaron. Aaron can get messy and come right back. I like that. Not everything's going to work out. It's just the way it is. And you can't tell yourself everything's great. You can't. So I mean, listen, unless you're fucking Jeff Bezos, what actually, and Jeff Bezos currently is trying to protect half of his assets because he's going through a divorce or something like that. I've learned the hard way over the last 5 years that money certainly isn't everything. So you know, and that took a learning process. That took an experience that I had to go through myself. That I thought money was a solution to happiness, and it isn't. Um, who in the world is completely happy? We're all fooling ourselves. That's all the internet is, a big illusion. And I think the internet is also this giant pit where everybody comes to say, "Hey, everything's not working. Fuck you." And they're just doing it to each other, and nobody understands that. Hey, that's the world, baby. Yeah, welcome. Um, I think it's actually important to talk about this. She was supporting the habit that way. Yes. You want me to talk about it now? I did intend on bringing it up in the film, and I wanted to talk to you in between that, in private. Um, Aaron, $10. Thank you. Is Sean joining you guys for 31 and 31 this year? Also, we need a Dead Air episode again. You and Cody. Really miss when you guys talk and chill. Cody and I are playing Resident Evil. Oh, you're not a Twitch guy. Yes, we've touched base. Both of us have got some home front stuff going on. We're both aware. We're both aware an autop stream episode needs to happen soon. We did just record. Cody, Brian, and I just recorded a podcast for Cody's What's in the Box series. So be on the lookout for that. If you have access to the Autop Stream Podcast Network over on Spotify. So we know we're coming. We're bored too. It's just he's got a brand new dog at home. I've got a impending doom hanging over me. I currently have applications out for assistance and SSI and things like that are pending. I'm trying not to think about anything bad until I need to, because I can't. There's nothing I could do about it. Like, literally, there's nothing I could do about it. Yeah, okay. What I want to know, what the heck did Dr. Disrespected do to get kicked off Twitch? All right, now that's a different subject whatsoever. I don't know who Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect is, it seems like it's in the title there. That is a mostly Call of Duty streamer, if I'm not mistaken. One thing I hate about Halloween fans, and I am one of them, is how much they think 78 is Citizen Kane. It's a classic, but it's overrated. It's good. It's good, but horror and comedy are not wine. They do not age well. I'm sorry. You know what? I'll throw action into that too. Horror, comedy, and action don't age well because they lean on things that constantly are altered and progressed and changed and adapted from, and people take this thing that, sure, a lot of them are trendsetters. This is Jaws. This is great. This is scary. We're gonna take this and then do this with it, and then it, by the time somebody who's never seen Jaws in their life has seen the great 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 grandson inspiration of, and they think that's incredible, yeah, the original Jaws is going to look like garbage. It's a great film, but horror, comedy, and action are they're like they're amusement park rides. You're going for certain things. You're going for a laugh. You're going for a scare, or you're going to be stimulated in some way with action. I recently just watched Dr. No, the original James Bond movie, for the first time. And I was bored. And, you know, that's a movie that is considered a fucking classic. It spearheaded, it started a 25 film franchise. If you were to show me that movie and say, how many movies do you think this is going to spin off? I would say one. You know, but it's just the way it is. Thank you, CP. Sick of those fucking fans. Halloween's my favorite horror movie, and the fans make me regret saying that. Fuck them. Yeah, and it's bittersweet irony. If they had any idea who I was and how important I was, I think it further proof that not everything you want is what you get, because they have no idea just how important I am in the weeks leading up. What the fuck was that noise? Jesus Christ. Maybe I do need to move. They have no idea. They have no idea just how important I am to the weeks leading up. Yeah, you could watch all these screen grabs of trailers. These 55 videos of a frozen screen, theorizing what they think dead body in amusement park is. Wouldn't it be crazy if somebody actually knew? Oh, yeah, that's nuts. That body's wearing an interesting shirt that you saw earlier in the scene. That's what you're thinking, huh? Okay. Okay. Enjoy your theories. I really can't get my head around people that give death threats if they don't like a particular film of theirs. Something like that should require mandatory psychological evaluation without delay. I agree. Cody caught so much shit unfairly for Halloween 18. He gave it a more positive review than I would have given it, a 2.5 out of 5. Yeah, I give it a 4. But people hated me anyway, so. Yeah. Let me. I am at the scraping end of things. Like, I'm just piecing together title cards for what the I have to re-explain Gamergate. Uh, 2018 is great, but it had issues, no doubt, like 78 Shawshank, like Halloween fans think. I'm telling you, you're in October, it's gonna get a rebirth. From what I've seen of Halloween Kills, which is only 2 minutes, remember that. They've shown us 2 minutes of Halloween Kills in trailer format. So I've seen some of Halloween Kills, just like the rest of everybody. Remember that. It's been publicly released that 2 minutes of Halloween Kills footage has been put out. And from what I've seen, it makes you really, really want to go back and appreciate and explore the original Halloween, or excuse me, 2018 Halloween, and it looks like it gives some extra depth to that film, much like Rogue One makes Episode 4 feel a little girthier. So prepare yourself. Yeah. Um, Hi, Wheel. How are you? What are you doing watching a movie show? Um, hey, guess what? I'm only talking to regulars now. That's it. So you could try to say whatever the fuck you want. This is now regulars only. Go to Target. Or go to Two Fat Greeks. Halloween 4 is no Halloween 1, but that's my preference. Same as License to Kill is my #1 Bond film. License to Kill, that's that T-Dalt jump off, right? That's the only one that has Dalton in it. 007 was a spy thriller, not direct action. Well, it had action set pieces in it. Yeah, well, even still, it depends on technology. There's elements of it that were like, ooh, neat. The fucking TV's coming out of the floor. Oh, yeah, is that the draw? Okay, cool. The pacing is a little off. The dialogue's a little slow and chunky. Is essentially what I I don't know. I don't know. I have this theory that anything before 1974 is a year where movies just became modern or modernized or how we know them now or in the style as we know them now. Dice. That's the way Emily says hello. Nothing. This is supposed to be a short one. Do I know if any other YouTubers have the same knowledge as you about the certain subject? No. Nobody's allowed to talk. Well, no, no, because no, 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 I no, I don't know what you're talking about. James, what I will tell you is, as far as the internet and the horror community is concerned, Halloween and Halloween Kills fans' best friend is me. And they have no idea. And it would make them bleed anally if they knew just how important I am right now. Dude, it was supposed to be out in October of 20. Do you know how hard it is to just sit on something for a year and a half when it's all over the place and people are are making content about it, and I gotta sit on my fucking thumb. It's difficult. I'm in a financially fucked situation where I could just literally make a here's every scene in the trailer video and when it happens. P.S. You didn't see too much. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, that's good, Wheel. You should have gotten it way earlier than everybody else. That's good to hear. I haven't gotten mine yet, out of just stubbornness. Dice, you mentioned you only can say one word of French. That's like me being able to say one word in an American accent convincingly. No. Mise en scène, baise-moi, irréversible. She's not looking at me. Emily always laughs at me when I try to say irreversible in French. Irréversible. By the way, I dig that Halloween Kills trailer. Looks better than the first one. It is better. The trailer, I mean. Yes. Golden hammers tonight. No, it's fine. It's fine. It really is fine. Yeah, theoretically speaking, this is completely void of any sort of topic that we're talking about. Considering how broke I am, considering how much of a financial quandary I'm in. If I were to have sensitive information, we'll talk about Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels, of course, made big news because she signed what the fuck is the title? An NDA. She signed an NDA to not disclose elements of her relationship with a certain high profile person, and voided that a couple years back, and got countersued. And I think I think she had to pay like twice whatever the fuck, and she's a very, very well off porn star. If I were to, let's just say theoretically, if I had a NDA that I were able to void for financial gain, it essentially would be a moot point, because first of all, I'd be sued for that money back, and then whatever else on top that I just don't have. So it would just be doing something for the sake of spite. And maybe if there ever were a situation like that, maybe I would be spiteful, but I don't know. I do not have access to Netflix. I do have an email out to Netflix for screeners. So hold that thought. Some neat. Yes, anal prolapsing. That's it. Yeah. Hi, Doug. I'll be on Twitch later tonight, just farting around. I'm about to shut it down now, actually. I'm about to shut it down right at the time that the show's supposed to start, which is pretty fucking funny. Bonjour and oui. That's all I got. Baise, which means fuck. Moi. Me. Which is a film. And I think see, like, French is one of those languages where that term said like that can be changed from the F word for penetrate to the R word for without permission penetrate. So there is a French film titled Baise-moi that, from what I understand, means their Nirvana song. Dice, Nirvana was a band that was around right before you were born. The lead singer killed himself, and apparently you were born. So maybe you are the reincarnated ghost of Kurt Cobain. And they had a song that was titled Forcibly Have Sex Me. It is. It is. Based on the trailer alone, Jake, it is my second favorite Halloween movie. Perhaps, if I get to see the rest of it another time, maybe I should watch the trailer again or watch the whole thing. It might be up there. You're talking to a Jason fan, and it looks like Michael Myers fucked some shit up. Regarding older movies, I don't have any issues watching them due to time travel superpower. For example, when I watch a movie from 1964, I watch it in 1964. I'd love to have that ability. I'd love to. You know what? I don't even want to time travel. I'm getting close. I'd love to just like mentally not think of anything that movie has influenced. If you could do that, like, all right, so this, whether it be pop culture, films and themselves, just everything, just, all right, I'm going in completely dark. Here's a brand new movie called Godfather. Let's see what they got. Why Twitch? Why Twitch what? Oh, gaming. I'll be playing games, that's all. You pretty much know as little French as you do Danish. If that. Boy, I know who Nirvana is. Listen to their songs frequently. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, so you've penetrated somebody without their permission is what you're saying. Also, if I'm reincarnated Kurt Cobain, that would explain some things. Thanks, Sean. $5. That's €5. That's a lot more than $5. That's like €5 is, I want to say 6.5. I will find out. I'm intrigued. How many American dollars is €5? You stopped listening, you bitch. How many American dollars is €5? Oh, $5.91. All right. You basically covered the YouTube tax. It will be $5. Ever see any of the Sin City movies and Selfless with Ben Kingsley? Yes. I Selfless didn't stick out too much with me. I enjoyed the first Sin City. The second one I found utterly forgettable, which isn't saying much. Coming from me. How are your stock levels of Vanilla Coke? Not high enough, man. I'll tell you, not high enough. If you're watching, Coke, this bottle could be something totally different. Please. I won't be lying when I say whatever it is you want me to say that's great about vanilla Coke. I promise. I don't even care about my teeth. Wait, no, don't put that in the proposal. I've only watched the portion of Sin City and Elijah Wood's character. Hey, that could have been me. All right. So we're 9 o'clock, which is when we were supposed to start. The hockey game is probably close to done, and the basketball game is probably just starting. Go Suns again! We're rooting for Fuego's sake. That's my soda. Give it back. Okay, you could have it. Just give me a vanilla Coke. I have to cheat on vanilla Coke. They're not all over the place. If I was in Denmark right now, I mean, there was times where if Coke knew who I was sleeping with at some times, yeah, it could have been. If I gave a shit about acting. Dice, I will give you the last word. I will give you the last word here before I send us off. Well, wait. Box office news show. Let me tell you what's coming out this upcoming week. Fuck. Oh, this is a big. Oh, Black Widow. Whoops. Yeah, I guess we would have talked about that tonight. Oops, I shouldn't have given everybody the week off. Marvel Studios, Black Widow finally comes out this week, which I think is dual. I think that's a Disney Plus as well. Hopefully, so that my uncle can have me over to watch a current movie that I'll be able to talk about next week. And yeah, so more superhero movies. See, we're getting right back to normal, everybody. Enjoy your week. Go Suns. Go Lightning. And Dice says X.